Leonard swallowed hard. No one else was here when we arrived, right? Selena's voice barely rose above a whisper.
We need to go.
But the moment she reached for the door, it slammed shut with a force that rattled the entire cabin. The whisper came again, closer this time.
Tell me a story, or be the story.
Leonard turned sharply. What did it just say? What does it mean? A story? Why is it asking for that? Noel's mind raced. The stories, the bet, the eerie sense of familiarity. Selena's hand trembled as she pointed toward the hallway.
I don't think we're alone.
The shadows in the hallway shifted, forming something almost human. Almost. A stretched, elongated figure, its face an empty void. It took a step forward. The floorboards creaked under its weight. The whisper again.
Tell me a story, or be the story.
Suddenly, a wave of memories crashed over them, each image flashing in their minds like a film unraveling. A younger version of themselves sitting in the same cabin years ago. A book, old, tattered, placed at the center of the table. Their voices laughing as they dared each other to read from it. Words spoken aloud in jest. A ritual neither of them took seriously. They had read from the book, treating it like a joke, daring each other to come up with the scariest story they could imagine. But when they finished, the room had shifted. The fire had burned lower, and then a whisper had slithered through the air.
One must stay.
Leonard gasped as another flash of memory surfaced. They hadn't ignored the voice. They had panicked. The whispers had surrounded them, growing louder, demanding something in return for the stories they had told. They had run. Noel clutched his head as the next piece of the past fell into place. One of them had stayed behind, not willingly. The entity had chosen one of them, but before it could take its prize, it erased their memories instead. It let them leave, but only because it knew they would return. Leonard's breath was shallow. It took our memories. It erased the night from our minds. That was the price. The entity loomed closer, its presence suffocating. The story was never finished, and one must stay. Noel's voice was barely steady. It's not giving us a choice. It was always going to take one of us. Coming up, next episode 7, Truth Beneath. What really happened that night, and what was the real price? Stay tuned for daily episodes on Dear Fear.